What's up, guys? A very short update on the price of Bitcoin. As you can see, we dropped to $108,000, a little bit higher than that. But that was pretty much expected. We discussed that before, although at some point the picture was kind of positive, and even like a breakout through that wedge to the upside was also promising and optimistic, and we expected that maybe the price will go higher. However, we see what you see, and it's partially related to S&P 500, but it looks not as bearish as BTC at the moment. So Bitcoin actually reacts much more negatively for every drop which we have with equities, but if there is some rise in price of stocks, then it doesn't really reflect much for in the chart of Bitcoin. And another thing is that Ether actually made all-time high, which is really cool, almost $5,000. Well, I don't have any doubts that will break this level, but just depends on when. Question is when. And currently we have this support line, which is probably very attractive for the future breakout. And we have this bearish engulfing like process, not really candle, but engulfing process, which kind of delayed with respect to Bitcoin. But I guess that we needed to cover that emptiness with this green candle. So that partially could be responsible for the drop which we see here. But apart of that, although it looks like we reached the level of interest for the drop, for the correction, it's still not so obvious that we finished, because volume is not so great. The indicators are still negative, and that there's no reversal or even like ultimate oversold condition. There's no divergences on the daily time frame, so everything is not for what I was going to say is there's no clear evidence of or signs for the correction to be over and reversal process. There is no acceleration of the price dropping, so nothing like that. There's no fight for certain level, buyers versus sellers. Nothing which you can think like as a signal for end of the correction is in the charts. But still, at least there is a disbalance for the accumulation and distribution here, and there are some liquidation levels below like $112,000, so we reached those, and there is support here, so probably like support even there, and all those correlations with Ether. So we have the very high chance still that the correction is over, and I would say that actually this is probably the most likely scenario. So I would say, again, like long story short, I think that the most likely case is that the current low, $108,600, is the low which won't be broken in the nearest future, and we'll go higher from here. And first, after that, we'll probably break this level rather than this one. That is the most likely scenario. The next scenario in terms of the probability level will be still like another low. Maybe a second wave of the liquidations is needed, but I guess it's not, again, it's not the first in terms of the likelihood being likely to occur. So yeah, that's my view in the market. It's a little less bullish. Well, not less bullish, it's not the right way to put it. It's more negative, right? It looks really different comparing to what we had here. So yeah, more negative, but I don't know. Let's see. Let's see how it plays out. We see so many times that exactly the same picture led to the bullish reversal, and I would still be confident in the Bitcoin long term. So if we even go lower and lower and lower, which is very unlikely in my opinion, but I will just buy more here because long term it will go to the higher price. Yeah, maybe buying here is not the best time, not the best time. Although again, with a little amount, I personally, not financial advice, I personally would like to do that, because again, maybe it's the only option, and maybe we don't have this lower prices. There is a whole range of probabilities, right? Yeah, so anyways, nothing to worry about in my opinion. Let's see how it goes, how it plays out, and I will keep you guys updated. Mostly, again, just because of this kind of squeezes and everything, it looks it's kind of pessimistic, right? The whole narrative. But in reality, if you'll zoom out, if you look like 1 week, not 1 day, 1 week time frame, then that's nothing unusual. We see the growth, correction, growth, correction, growth, correction, growth, correction, again growth, and so on and so forth. Moreover, like Ether finally does this, right? So we are above $4,000. We can correct to $4,000, find support here, which was resistance, find support, go higher from there, and lower caps, altcoins will follow. So I think everything goes well. Just we need time, patience, as usual. That is it for today, guys. If you have any questions, again, let me know on Twitter, on Telegram, everywhere, here in comments to YouTube videos. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon and try to keep you updated if something interesting happens. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye.